McCord out of Syracuse. This guy can rip it. I love winners, and this guy wins. He won big in high school. He won big at Ohio State, and he came to Syracuse, and he turned that program around. The #1 passing team in the country is the Syracuse Orangemen, and it's because of this cat, McCord. He gets better and better and better. I'm anxious to see where his game is because I got a feeling this guy can go a long way, man.
You know, everybody talks about how much of a jump it is from college to the NFL. So just kind of testing myself, and I think it'll be a good test run for whatever NFL offense I'm in. I do think I'm the best quarterback in this draft. I feel like playing this position, you have to have that mindset every single time you step on the field that you're the best player.
Born to be wild.
You know me, you know I love football statistics. And let me tell you an impressive stat. The Chevy Silverado is the undisputed champion. Capability, versatility, and strength. That's a truck with MVP stats. Explore Chevy Silverado at Chevy.com. QB Class is presented by Chevy Silverado. Well. Kyle McCord, the
Coach.
Syracuse Orange Man.
What's going on?
6'3", is that 218? Is that pretty accurate?
Yep, 6'3", 218.
In Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
Sir.
I just want to reflect real quick on your career at St. Joseph's Prep. Is that Marvin Harrison?
That is Marvin.
Was he your receiver there?
Yeah, it's a little unfair.
Your dad, okay, Derek McCord, he played quarterback at Rutgers for Dick Anderson.
He did. He had me 3 years old taking 5-step drops in the backyard from under center. But yeah, I owe a lot of my success to what he did, especially for me early on.
What's Mark Sanchez in this number 6? Sanchez is one of my very best friends. He comes in here all the time. What has Mark Sanchez and that number got to do with you and you wearing that number?
So I grew up a Jets fan. I wore number 6 because of him, and it just stuck.
The Jets are going to love you after this meeting. You want to go play for the Jets and wear number 6?
Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a story,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? You chose Ohio State.
Yep.
And you were there for 3 seasons. You just hung around and were patient? Is that what your thinking was?
Yeah, I sat behind CJ for 2 years. And in the moment, obviously wanted to compete and play. But looking back on it, that was the best thing I could have done, being able to learn from him.
So you go through these 2 years of battling and backing up and competing. And now it's 2023. It's you and this Devin Brown guy. He's wearing a weird number. I saw you guys play at Indiana in your first game. My dad coached at IU. Matter of fact, I'm sitting in the end zone up in the boxes right in the end zone. You threw this all go out there to Marvin. Bottom line, though, is you love this play, don't you?
Bread and butter.
4 verticals.
Yep.
I want you to rip through all go the way you see that play.
At Syracuse, we would call them Pumas. And so if they're press or cloud, they can convert. If not, they're falling out at 14 and then seam read. So keeping it skinny versus 1 high. So that'd be hash plus 3 and then 2 high. We're teaching them to bend it inside that safety. Same thing to the field. And then the same thing, got a Puma on the outside, back, checking protection. And then he has a 2-way go.
Get the red ink, will you? And circle that check option.
Okay.
Yeah, have a seat here. Let's watch a couple of these. 70% of the time when I study this concept, we call it all go, the back gets the ball. You with me?
Yep.
And I really want to just make sure, even though you have that cannon, let's not forget these checkdowns. Yes?
I like it.
So here we are. We're playing Penn State. We're at Ohio State. You remember how you called this?
Yeah, so this would just be 3x1, trump right, and then yak. And then this is just hello. Hello is just 4 verts.
I love this because it's an example of you doing what?
Checking the ball down.
Which is not what Kyle McCord wants to do, man. But this is a drill we're going to do today where you're going to get moved off the spot, and I want you to make a note about awkward checkdowns. You're going to have to check it down with the sidearm, off-balance delivery. And I want you to only throw it when that back gives you his eyes. You feel his eyes?
Yep.
That's a great play by you here, man.
Like the pocket
Great.
movement? Yeah.
I mean, I love it. You seem to really like this concept.
Yeah.
Where are you with your eye manipulation? Just take your drop in the gun and say, I'm the post safety.
Yeah, so if you're the post safety, say I want to work this way, they can only see your face mask. So I'm having my head here, but my eyes are on the side of my head. So if you're taking your drop, your face mask is looking that way. So he thinks you're working that way. So you can move them, and then you can still periph that left side, and then take your drop. And you just want to take a neutral drop. Like, I don't think there's any reason to have to turn your shoulders and make it harder on yourself. Just take your neutral drop, and then let that thing rip.
Neutral drop.
Neutral drop.
You know what, man?
You like
that's
that?
a new word. I'm using that. But we know 70% of the time on all go in the NFL, where's it going?
To the check down.
It's going to the check down. Make a note about first-year starter and circle it. I don't think people realize this. You were a first-year starter at Ohio State, right? A lot of pressure. Then you go to Syracuse and you're a first-year starter. Now you're going to the NFL and you're a first-year starter. Nobody has any fucking patience anymore.
None.
But my point to you is you got to learn that there are going to be growing pains. Do you like pressure or do you love it?
It's a privilege. I love it. If you feel pressure, that means something's expected out of you.
I went to Dayton, man. I was a backup at Dayton. I wasn't worth a shit, just so you know. I felt pressure as the backup quarterback at Dayton.
Yeah.
I felt pressure. I wasn't worth a shit. I'm like, oh, God, my girlfriend's here. They might put me in the fucking game. It was raining out. I couldn't throw the wet ball.
Yeah.
How did you feel coming out of the tunnel in the shoe as the Buckeyes starting quarterback?
It
First
was
year.
It was a privilege, and you know the standard, and you just want to live up to it.
What did you learn as you're playing your first 6 or 7 games at Ohio State?
Biggest thing for me was, one, taking what the defense was giving me. I mean, this was obviously not a great play here. This was 1st and 10 too, which makes it even worse, throwing that in the red zone. But just taking what the defense gives you and trusting your eyes. You know, there's never going to be a perfect read or a perfect play.
One of my favorite plays of this game is they were heating you up with a lot of internal pressure right up the gut.
Yep.
And you checked to this toss crunch play. And you hit it for a big game, man. It was a huge play to get you out of trouble.
Yep.
So just make another note if you would. You like making notes here? I know you're learning. RCE. Let's recognize, let's communicate, and that's going to lead us to high levels of execution. So today I want you to be audible ready. I'm going to give you a couple run audibles. The way we're going to word plays today is East Coast cities are to the right, West Coast cities are to the left. If we're in a bunch formation and you ever get screwed, the number one run is Chucky. They named it after me because it kills all-out blitzes. It crushes internal action. You with me?
Yep.
So if I ever said, Chucky, 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 New York. We're running this play. You guys ran at Ohio State. You with me?
Yep.
Clay Thompson. Is he an outside shooter?
Yeah.
Steph Curry. What do you think the L in Clay stands for, left or right?
Left.
What about the R in Curry?
That'll be the right.
So now let's just say we got the video people. They come in and they say, hey, McCord, they heard you audible into Chucky, New York. Well, now the next time is let's go Chucky, New York, and let's add the word Klay Thompson. So now we fake the toss and we throw the quick screen back to the X. You like it?
That.
Easy, easy. Chucky, New York. You feel me?
Yep.
Easy, easy. Chucky, New York. Klay Thompson. You like knocking on wood? You with me so far?
Yeah.
You went 12-0 at Ohio State. 12-0. You're going up against the Irish, and it's just they got to transfer quarterback. You get 4th and goal. What was the play call here?
Run fake and get the back in the flat here, but didn't love it. So that's 1, that's your first read in the flat, and then 2 is backside.
Nothing there.
Nah.
Make a note about Spider 2 Y banana, will you? Spider 2 Y banana Z over, and Y banana Z hide. I mean, you guys could use a little help there. And it comes down to this, doesn't it?
Yep.
Coach Freeman punted that ball, didn't he?
He did.
He punted that ball. He's probably thinking his defense is going to, that piss you off?
Yeah, I mean.
I punted the ball a couple times.
Yeah.
Drew Brees goes, are you out of your freaking mind? And then Peyton Manning said, what the, you're going down.
Yeah,
Did it piss you off? He punted it to you?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted a chance.
You're going over there now, 3rd and what?
19.
3rd and 19. And I'm thinking, what play are they going to go?
Come on, you already know what it's going to be.
I'm thinking they're going to run all go.
I know it's going to be.
But you guys ran my favorite play. I call it vertigo. And it's 5 verticals out of an empty backfield set.
You know, for us, this was really just a walkthrough play. You know, never got a live rep of this ever.
Nobody would ever believe that. Is this unbelievable?
Yeah.
You never had one rep at it in your life.
Just a walkthrough rep. So we got one once we got off the plane on Friday in the parking lot.
But, you know, it still didn't get it done. You still got to go down to 4th. It's the last play of the game. Did you know they had 10 guys on the field?
I felt like there was just an open gap there, and I looked back to the sideline, and I kind of pointed to it. You don't want to make a big scene, you know, have them see that they're missing a guy.
You noticed it, though, right?
Yeah, the luck wasn't with the
So
Irish.
what was the play call here?
This is just 13 cab.
What a hell of a win, though, man. What are you saying here? Hey.
I mean, you know how those Notre Dame
What are you saying there?
boosters are. They're letting us hear it all game.
Come on, what are you saying there?
No, I don't know if I can repeat.
Come on, man. Let me feel a little Kyle McCord. What are you saying there?
I was probably just telling him to, go the fuck home, beat the traffic. Then no Notre Dame fan is from Indiana. They got flights to catch to go back home and stuff like that. So
I love it. Now you come and you're playing Michigan. I keep hearing about these 2 interceptions this McCord guy threw against Michigan. Mm-hmm. And I have this feeling, every interception has a story.
Yep.
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
The split was whatever. There's a million reasons. To make a note about an RPO and circle that. RPO stands for what? Everybody sitting at home.
Run pass option.
That's what they say. You know what it stands for me?
Ridiculous.
I've seen quarterbacks get their faces planted. So I want you to remember, RPOs, the way I see them, they're for premier looks only. Isn't this an RPO, the first interception?
Yep, reading that backside backer.
And aren't you're reading this guy, right?
Yeah.
And if he scrapes, isn't this slant going to be wide-ass open?
Should be.
And what does the receiver have to do on all slants? He's got to cross what?
His face.
Doesn't cross face, we got a problem. What'd Marv say on this? He should have crossed face?
Yeah, I think that he was expecting maybe a little bit of a back shoulder throw, put it on his body, miscommunication, and, it sucks.
Let's make a note on slants, will you? You're going to have to get these receivers on the same freaking page, right? Because they don't want coaches to work with you guys much anymore. They just want, hey, let's play a fucking doubleheader in Brazil this week. I don't believe in that, man. I think you got to work. We're going to learn from every one of our little mistakes, even if it was somebody else's mistake.
Yeah.
I personally put that interception on Harrison. He's got to what in my world?
Cross face.
I mean, if I'm sitting here with Mike Holmgren and Bill Walsh and Brett Favre and Joe Montana, they're going to say, Jerry Rice walks in, got a cross face? Mm-hmm. Isn't it true on the interception here at the end of the game? You got a big play to Marvin who might score?
Yeah, I thought, I saw that cover 2 and, dig first cover 2 is great. You can rip that in backside and, catch and run for a touchdown maybe.
That was a hell of a drive, though, because you get 2 completions and you're standing back there.
Cooking, yeah. And so the play before that, threw a dig and he caught it and they punched it out and we recovered it. And so we were going tempo. We called switch verts and we had them fucked up. And so we're getting on the ball and they call a timeout to review it right before. So they had an opportunity to just kind of scheme it up and then we changed the play call.
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
But that's hard to play quarterback, hard to make throws down the field with that kind of pressure, yes?
Yep.
But anyways, this is 65%. You throw for 3,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 picks. That's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I do my history. That's the 7th most yards in the history of Ohio State.
Yeah.
In your first year. And you're 12-1.
Yeah.
And you lost the game really on a couple interceptions that I'm just really trying to be your agent here.
Yeah.
One of them was a receiver got a cross face. The other one, you get planted in the ground.
Yeah.
What happened now? The Missouri game, it's a bowl game. I go out there and you're not there.
Yeah.
Tell people out there what happened to you at Ohio State. I don't understand.
Yeah, the transfer portal, it's, the wild, wild west. I had a few conversations and things happened quickly and I decided to get in the portal before the bowl game. So it happened fast.
They just couldn't commit to you as the quarterback or what?
Yeah, it was I thought just going on from year 1 to year 2, I'd make a big improvement and wanted to come back and, they went in a different direction.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
So you're saying goodbye to the Buckeyes and just like that, you go to Syracuse.
Yep.
Now this guy, he comes in. I got to ask you this: Will Howard, he was in here the other day.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a guy too. Do you look at the Buckeyes thinking, son of a bitch?
No, I was happy for them. I think it worked out for me going to Syracuse, and obviously worked out for them. So I think it was one of those rare instances where both parties benefited from it.
Why'd you go to Syracuse? Who is this Fran Brown guy?
Yeah. So I put my name in the transfer portal Monday at midnight. 18 hours later, he was sitting in my living room telling me why I should come to Syracuse.
There were some previous relationships, so let's not bullshit ourselves. What were those previous relationships?
Yeah. So he worked at Temple. He was a coach at Temple.
Fran Brown did?
Yep, and lived in Mount Laurel. And so his wife and my dad worked together in the hospital. And my dad, just being stereotypical dad, like showing off my highlights and stuff like that. He came to a youth game, one of my youth games in 6th grade. And then fast forward, so there's only like 15 kids on that team, small little team. 3 of us ended up playing for Syracuse last year.
So when I say, hey, McCord, Jon Gruden,
yeah,
University of Dayton,
yeah,
what do you say to me?
The Syracuse University.
Is that
No,
what you
I'm
said?
playing. No, I'm all Syracuse.
I saw some of the same concepts you ran at Ohio State, though. Mm-hmm. at Syracuse from the exact same formations.
Yep.
Like, remember our play Vertigo against
Yep.
Notre Dame?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Now, how'd you get them off sides? This was like a free play. We're using a dummy snap count or something?
Yeah, we're using the clap. I know you probably hate that, but
I hate it.
Yeah, and so we just call this fire. So it's no play unless they jump.
So you shift to an empty play, we got to freeze cadence.
Yep.
High. We try to get them.
Yep, exactly.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Trying to get them to jump
exactly.
off sides with all that bullshit?
Yep. So
And if they jump, we run Vertigo.
Exactly.
If they don't jump, you got an audible to a play?
Yep.
Give it to me. You're playing UConn right here. You got Jim Mora in there. What are you calling this?
Bunch right 15 crash.
Bunch right 15 crash. What if you got an all-out blitz? What would be a great audible?
Great audible. You could go 7-man. Oh, no.
Come on.
It's going to be, we're going to go Chucky, and this would be New York right
Good.
here.
What if I want to throw a quick screen over there to Meeks?
Clay Thompson.
Chucky, New York, Clay Thompson.
Yep.
What are you doing on this? Honest to God.
Yeah.
When are you ever going to throw a burst if you ever aren't going to throw one? Huh?
Cover 2. I mean, I'm sure though, if we keep watching, 1 or 2 will maybe pop up.
You ever heard of The Walking Dead?
I have.
This guy, Rick Grimes, he's got this knife.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Walking Dead hat for you. I want you to have that. You can wear that on the field if you want.
I like it.
Anyways, Rick Grimes, he just cuts people up.
Yeah.
He kills all these fucking guys.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel when I watch you. You are really after blood when you play quarterback.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
I mean, every once in a while, throw a bone to the back, man. Get a completion.
Yeah. I mean,
But you're like Rick Grimes, man.
Yeah.
You're really an aggressive Rick Grimes badass. I love Rick Grimes. One more time, all goes special.
Here you go. There it is.
There's a burst.
There it is.
Congratulations. But you are the #1 vertical passer in the country. I mean, balls thrown over 20 yards in the air.
Yeah.
It's not even close, man. What the hell's going on at Syracuse? What's the mindset that your offensive coordinator and all these guys are selling?
It was fun. I mean, knowing that you're going into each game thinking you're going to pass it at least 40 times. I think there was a game that you had 40 attempts at halftime. So it's, air it out. And, but still, we were a tough team. We had a 1,000-yard rusher. And so I think when you're having success through the air, it opens up a lot for the offense.
I mean, you're aggressive in every situation.
Yeah.
When you get 3rd and 1 against NC State, what's your recollection of this play? Hurry.
Really just a one-man route, max protection.
Who's this number 5 guy?
Umari Hatcher.
You go with this play, I would think you'd have number 2 Pena out there. Whose idea was it to put this guy in there?
That was mine. I mean, right before we were running out, Ross Douglas, our receiver coach, he was like, "Who do you want out there?" I was like, "Let's put Umari out there, see what he can do." So it was fun.
Did the kid know you said that?
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously
And that heightens his.
it gives him a lot of confidence knowing, I can pick any receiver on the team, and I want you to go
Let me tell
run
you
this
something,
one-on-one
man.
go
You know
ball.
what? That's what I love about
Yeah.
you, man. You see, you're getting everybody to play hard for you.
Yeah.
12 300-yard games, 7 times in a row.
Yeah.
34 a game, 50 times
Yeah.
or more. You threw it over 60 times twice.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
That's what I got this hat for you for. I bought you this hat. It's a Rick Grimes hat.
That's sweet.
It says Walking Dead on it. You can have that hat. You can have all
That's
this
sweet.
stuff. You see that? When I watch you, you are not looking to run as much as you are looking to just rip it, aren't you?
A lot of the big time throws in NFL and in college come off the scramble. So if you can extend plays and make the defense cover the receivers for 6-7 seconds, good things tend to happen down the field.
I mean, this is the biggest reason I'm excited about you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we got Brett Favre in Green Bay, he would reverse his field, and I can still hear the head coach, Mike Holmgren, going, "No, no, no! Hell yeah! Great throw, Brett!" There ain't very many guys walking in here that can do what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about pouring it on over their head, ripping it in there, tight window throws. This is as impressive as any of those gunslinger plays to me.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the wide side of the field, man. On time with no hitch, poof. Love it. Let's talk about your snap count at Ohio State. Stand up, give it to me. What is it?
It's hot. 180. Wide ace hot. So I love that. That was my bread and butter.
What's your count at Syracuse?
You're not gonna like this one.
Let's hear it.
Set.
Okay.
I didn't know you. That probably
How do you know that?
boiling your blood.
I don't like RPOs. Have a seat. RPO. What's RPO stand for?
Oh, it stands for
Ridiculous what?
Ridiculous protection offense.
Yeah. Clapping. I can handle the clapping. Here's your new count today. It's going to be your count.
Okay.
We're going to say set hut.
Yeah.
2 syllables, 1 word. Set hut. Then we're going to go color number, color number. We can speed it up or slow it down, but after the second color number, we're rolling into set hut.
Yep.
So let me feel the chord snap count. Come on, let me hear
Okay.
it.
Here you go.
Stand up, put your hands under the table like that's the center.
It's hot. 180. What is hot?
Perfect. You're perfect. Now, let's talk about the word Silva, S-I-L-V-A. Whenever we start audibling, it's Silva, Sanut. So we don't jump off sides. I can't take false starts. They're driving me nuts.
Yeah.
I had that Rick Grimes knife down here. I was going to screw my eyeball out the other day. So let me hear you. Get up there now. We're going on one. It's bunch right. It's 15 crash.
Okay.
Let me hear you.
It's hot. What ain't
It's an all-out blitz.
Hey, easy. We're going Chucky, New York. Here we go. Silva, it's hot.
Perfect. I love you, man. That's excellent. Let me hear, are you ever in the huddle?
Yeah, after a dead ball.
Let me see you get in the huddle and call all go special out of your favorite formation. Like let's say I'm a receiver or I'm a tight end. I'm kind of, fuck. Come on, let me see your presence in here. What do you say?
Here we go. We're going to go Lou, Y cross, 15, crash on 1-on-1. Ready, break.
Where's your eye contact at?
You got to look at the guy. I mean, you got to tell a story in the huddle. So if I'm saying Lou, I'm looking at the receivers, Y cross, looking at the Y, 15, letting the line know the protection. So you got to tell a story.
So you played quarterback your whole life. I mean, hell, you're 44-1 in high school.
Yeah.
You're 12-1 at fucking Ohio State. You're undefeated damn near at Syracuse.
Yeah.
I expect a certain presence, right? And when we break the huddle, how do you break the huddle?
On 1-on-1, ready, break.
And if it's a shitty break,
You got
if they're not running to the line of scrimmage, does the coach, do I always have to be the asshole?
No, hey, it has to be the quarterback sometimes.
Man, I tell you, I got to see Tom Brady play quarterback for the Patriots against my brother who was coaching Washington. I swear to God, Tom Brady was the best offensive coach I've ever seen on the field.
Yeah.
Get in the fucking huddle. Let's go. I mean, it was like, it's practice, man.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. That shit is really contagious, man. When your quarterback has that vibe, has that type of energy and confidence, I think it 100%. Permeates into the whole room, you know?
I feel like all the best guys in the NFL have it.
I start calling you Maserati McCord.
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
I mean,
oh, shit.
This is something, though, that needs to be talked about because when people see this, I think they think you're a stiff.
Yeah.
I think they think that the perception is what when they see that?
I can't run the ball.
Can't run, can't scramble, can't create.
Yeah.
But the reality is what?
They count sacks.
It's a big, tough athletic son of a bitch.
Yeah, they count sacks as rushing yards in college. So, yeah, a little trick play here.
But, I mean, you will take the ball down and run. It's just they don't have a lot of design runs for you, do they?
Yeah, no. So a lot of the runs this year, scramble drills, stuff like this.
So one of the things I really want to work on today is you scrambling a little bit.
I like it.
Because a lot of these coverages people are playing now, we might double pin you. Let's double Gadsden.
Yeah.
Let's take this guy's arm out of the game, and they don't account for you as a scrambler.
Right.
When I say that word up there, effort, what resonates with you?
I think as a quarterback, that's one, your preparation during the week, doing the stuff that takes no talent, watching extra film, being the first guy in, last guy out. And then on the field, I think it's just leaving everything out there. And I mean, I think this is a good example of that. You know, not exactly how you draw it up, but I think it's your will to win.
I mean, this is a guy selling out for his team, man. Freaking awesome. Give me some on that.
You like that one?
Do they turn the lights out when you score?
Yeah, in the dome.
I thought maybe I was having a stroke or something. Every time the fucking guys score, the lights go off. This Pitt game.
Yeah.
5 interceptions.
Yeah, it was
it's
rough.
the only game you had where you really had multiple picks. Every interception has a what?
Has a story.
So the first thing I do is I don't listen to some of these bullshit podcasts where, hey, he threw 5 picks. He threw 2 picks against Michigan in the big game. I got to see him. When you throw the ball in tight windows, shit can happen. What'd you think of this first one?
I mean, you want to be aggressive, and you know, I thought that was not a terrible decision, but it's football. Ball bounces in weird ways sometimes, and yeah, it's rough.
It's the luckiest play in the history of Pitt.
It's rough.
Every once in a while, the ball's going to be tipped in the middle of the field, and a lot of times it's not even the quarterback's fault. The second one now is a bad decision.
Yeah,
we got to take account for these. I just want to hear from you. What is your thinking here on this all-go special, this 15 crash?
Yeah, 4 verts getting too high with trail technique, so his head's turned to me, so I'm thinking kind of a back shoulder seam throw right here in the middle of the field, and then he gets his eyes right back.
Sometimes you get fooled by coverage, yes?
Yep.
Now, what happened on this one right here?
Yeah, a little option route right here. So slant till you can't, but if he's playing heavy inside, he's going to run out. So thinking that I was going to have that throw, and then he did a good job.
Undercut
it, yep.
Shit happens, man. But he fooled you. Now, what about the route? Sometimes the route isn't great.
This was an option route with our tight end, and so versus inside leverage man, he's going to run out. But right here to him, I mean, I can't blame him because that looks like zone. With how low they're trailing, he doesn't feel like there's a guy attached on his hip, so he's thinking it's zone. So he turns outside, but I'm anticipating him to run out. Just not on the same page here, and I think we had a ton of option routes in our offense, and as much as we had success off of them, when you're not on the same page, it's not good.
It's a great answer. You're giving great answer. And then the last one here, tell me about your technique on a screen pass.
Yeah, so this was 2-minute drive at the end of the half. Just being too aggressive. If it's not there, just throw it at his feet and play the next down.
You come back after the 5 interception game.
Yeah.
And you go 234 in a row without a pick.
Yeah.
With the same playing style.
Yeah.
So I want to know what you learned.
Obviously, you still want to be aggressive, but you have to take calculated risks. And so I think that was something for me after that pick game. I went back. I was just super critical on myself. Put the ball in, harm's way a little too much that game, and just learned from it, and made a lot of strides.
So here comes the number 6 Hurricanes. They got Cam Ward. He's a hell of a player. What's your feeling when the Hurricanes come in? They got you down 21.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a game. Did I know that we were going to go down 21 to start? No, but that was the best thing about our offense is, we could score quick. It was almost whoever had the ball last was going to win it. So it was fun.
You guys really, shocked the world here winning this game. But just tell me what that was like.
It was awesome, and I think this kind of validated coming to Syracuse. It was kind of a full circle moment for me going from Ohio State and losing last game of the year to Syracuse to winning last game of the year like this. So it was pretty sweet.
And then the Holiday Bowl real quick against Washington State. Mm-hmm. This was a shred.
Yeah. In a world where a lot of guys opt out and don't want to play in a bowl game, all of our guys wanted to finish it the right way.
You're saying some stuff there I'm not losing sight of. You guys all went out and played in this game.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot to me as a fan. I'm not flying all the way out there to watch your backups play.
Exactly.
I want to see you guys finish the goddamn season.
Yeah.
And I watched you out here not only play quarterback, you ran the freaking show.
Yeah.
You went like this. Mm-hmm. And this was an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Your mic declaration, your communication, down after down after down, your aggressiveness, and your arm play, your ball placement. Shit. Mm-hmm. You are a quick decision maker, aren't you?
Yeah.
I want to go over this sequence with you that you run. I call it Trey Wright 15 Willie. Mm-hmm. Or Trey Wright formation. We're running a tight zone. We called it 15 Willie.
Yeah.
But if I added an out route over here and an out route over there, I called it Skyline.
Yeah.
Because you can eat chili 3 ways in Cincinnati.
I like that.
You see me?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So you can hand it off, you can throw it here, or you can throw it there. You got 3 options.
Yeah.
But with Syracuse, you guys will hand it, or you'll have slants or sluggos or dance. I'd like you to just show me this formation. I call it Trey Wright. Get up there.
We'd call this black cap. So cap lets us know we're cutting off on the backside. And then we just have double drifts. And so
what's a drift? A 5-yard slant? A 5-step slant?
5-step slant, yeah. And then they had the option too to convert them versus press. This was one of the plays where I told them just to trust it. And so if they took an inside release, they were telling me that they were going to run the drift. But then if they went outside, then I would know they're going to convert it to a go. And then sometimes I could give them a signal or whatever, change it to an out, change it to a 3-step slant, change it to a lock go ball. It was a great play for us, and we had a lot of success on it, especially in the high red.
You're telling me these receivers are running 5-step slants that convert to go balls against press?
Correct.
And you're saying against cover 2, why would we throw it? There's nobody out there for the back. Let's just hand it off.
Exactly.
And we hand it off and just gouge them.
Exactly.
What you see on film is what you coach. Mm-hmm. That's why when you install something, I want to go see it on tape.
Yep.
And just like you said, that's what's happening. Now, what are you doing here against Boston College? I see the safeties down over here on the right.
Yep, that's exactly where my
eyes are.
So
we're throwing this?
No, so you're going to work the other side. So with that safety down to the field, if he comes down the run, he's trying to play the run, you're throwing the drift in behind him. If he were to get out of there, I'm just handing the ball off. It's good stuff.
It's really good stuff. So here's one against Cal. You can do it both ways.
Yep.
What's this? Is this still Black Cat or is this something else?
This would be red. Yeah.
Oh, there's an R for red. So it's Red Cat.
Yep.
So one more time, you're running Black Cat, and this receiver is going to run a 5-step slant unless it's press.
Mhm.
And if it's press, he's going to get the outside release and run a go.
Yes, sir.
And if that corner jumps outside of him, he's going back to the slant, isn't he?
Yep.
This is unbelievable, man.
It's a little unfair. I mean,
It's unfair. You
Yeah.
got you throwing it. But look at these corners at Washington State. They're like, God dang, man. This is basically you and your wide receiver just playing hand signal fun, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Let's have some hand signals today. I want to have, personally, I'd like to have a 5-step slant. Let's call it drift.
Okay.
Draw it up there. Draw the drift up there.
Okay.
Okay. I want a hand signal for that. Just write the word drift up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to have a hitch, 5-yard hitch.
Okay.
I call that a hammer. I want a sluggo, a slant and go.
Okay.
So that's a sluggo. And I want to fly. I want the guy to fly, a go ball. He's gone.
Okay.
Then I would like to have a 1-step bullet slant. A now, I call it.
Yep.
Right freaking now. I think a quick out. I call it an Omaha, a quick out. I think we need that. So real quick, is that 6?
Yep. 6.
What's a signal for a drift? Hurry up.
Go like that?
What's a signal for a hitch? What's a signal for a sluggo?
Sluggo, go baseball.
Okay, what's a signal for a fly?
Fly like your pants, zipping up your pants.
And a now, a 1-step bullet slant.
Watch.
And a quick out. Good. So when I get these receivers today, the one thing I really want, we're going to get a wire on you. Have a seat. And I want you to go over there and take these receivers.
Okay.
And I fucking want this done, man. I want 6 hand signals.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to signal these guys that route.
I like
know what
it.
I mean? You love it or like it?
I love it.
And the last thing is slot combos. Real quick, in your world, these 2 receivers are a slot.
Mm-hmm.
What's this slot combo?
We just called this little Fred screen.
Okay, go up there real quick.
Yeah.
And just on the other side, let's write down, I call this a bubba, a bubble.
Bubba.
Take a look at this one, Kyle. This is number 2. Down here at the bottom, these 2 receivers.
Dodge.
Is that a choice route for that guy?
Yep.
Ooh, I call it looky.
Looky.
This is not one of my favorite plays. This gets me. This is like taking 3 Viagra right here for me. This shit fires me up. Fucking love this. What do you call this one? Up top.
Dragon.
Is that a slant and a drag?
Yeah.
I gotta have a dragon. Shit. What's this?
This would be pause with drive backside.
Locked hitch
Locked
with
hitch.
the high
Yep.
big
slot
box fade.
Yep.
What is this up top?
Venus.
Venus?
Yep.
That's a pivot option with an out route.
Mm-hmm.
You like that against cover 3?
I do.
Box those. We'll get those on the way over there.
Okay.
I might ask you to put in 4 or 5 with our guys. I want all those hand signals.
All right.
Okay, so let's put a package in. You with me?
Yep.
So I'm going to call this formation flank right. We have the Y and the F together. They're in a tight alignment here. You with me?
Yep.
It's an automatic slot. If I ever say flank right tie, the tailback goes in motion to the Y and he reloads.
Okay.
So we're motioning empty. Huddle call would be flank right tie.
Okay.
If I ever put both fists together and I said, Freddie, Freddie Bolitnikoff, that means we're going fast. That tells everybody we're going, hey, Freddie, flank right tie. If you see any split safety look at all, I want 680 looky.
Okay.
We have a Y stick with your little looky over here. But as a general rule, if it's any form of split safety coverage, I like this.
Okay.
The next one is 80 and 81 juice. As soon as it's single high 3 deep, I want 80 juice.
Okay.
That means we're running all go. And this running back out here, he's going to run a 1-step hitch, and if it's a blitz, you can throw him the ball. Flank right tie. What if it's 4 cross? What are we going to?
It's going to be looky.
What if it's 3 deep zone?
Then we're going 80 juice.
80 juice,
Yeah.
right? You love it or like it?
I love it.
Now, what if they blitz you? I want you to get the 356.
356.
356, 357 to the left. That's your full blitz protection audible. And the route is cannon. This man's running a sluggo,
Yeah.
just like you like. If they jump it, I want you to pump that sluggo and move that free safety. And I want to throw that seam right down the pro numbers.
Logo seam.
You got me?
Mm-hmm.
And then out here, you're going to have that little smash route as your outlet.
Yep.
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Ask me what we're going to do if it's man-to-man.
What are we going to do if it's man?
Well, we're going to go to 80 or 81 SWAT.
SWAT.
When we go 80 SWAT, this guy's running a post. These 2 guys are building a wall. It's like a double mesh. This guy here, whoever it is going to run a corner, and here comes this guy running right underneath there for a big one.
Yeah.
I only want this against what coverage?
Man.
We're not going to be a fucking dolt. What's a dolt?
A dope?
A dolt. D-O-L-T. Write it down.
I
Dolt.
don't know what that
I always
is.
call guys, are you a dolt? One day Chris Sims goes, hey, what's a dolt? I said, look it up in the dictionary. He looked it up. You know what it is?
Huh.
A stupid fellow. Don't be
Okay.
a stupid fellow. Bunch formation, shit show. What can you audible to?
Chucky.
Chucky what?
New York.
Where's New York?
To the right,
What if you want to throw a quick screen? What's it going to be?
it's me Clay.
When I go flank right tie and it's cover 3, what do I want?
Juice.
And if I go flank right tie and it's man-to-man and there's a truck driver, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're getting to the mesh, hitting the
What's the name
SWAT.
of the play? Fucking love
SWAT.
that. You like
Yeah,
it?
I do.
And if it's split safeties, it's 380 what?
Looky.
You absolutely crushed this.
Yeah,
You know that?
it's good stuff.
Did you have any fun today?
Yeah, it was good. That was great. Yeah.
Any other questions? You got anything for me?
I mean, you've been around the best. What makes the elite different from everybody else?
Forget about the talent. You got to have talent.
Yeah.
But it's the combination of the daily grind. It's their routine.
Yeah.
You know, it's their mental toughness. It's all the things that you have. You know, but you gotta learn how to study.
Yeah.
You got to demand to be coached. You know, Rich Gannon, he's from Philly. He's from right there
Went
in
to my
Delaware.
high school.
I know he did.
Yeah.
And I mean, nobody I love more than Rich Gannon.
Yeah.
When he came into the Raiders, we had to turn that team around.
Mm-hmm.
He walked in there. He's like, hey, coach me, man. He wanted tip sheets.
Yeah.
He wanted information. He demanded it. If I didn't give it to him, the hell you doing? What the hell's the deal? You know, you got to really want to be coached. Man.
Right.
But you got to be fucking relentless.
Without a doubt.
You know, you got to keep studying. You got to keep accumulating knowledge. I just think you have what it takes to be great.
I appreciate
You know, and if you're in a system that's, you know, boring you or it's not letting you tap into some of your true potential, let them know.
it. Right.
Hey, man, don't be a guy sitting there going, well, we're going to get our fucking ass kicked today. You know what I mean? And don't be a bobblehead quarterback. Don't sit
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, I like it. I don't like that play.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call that with me. I
Yeah.
fucking hate that play.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you become adult.
Yeah.
What's adult?
Stupid fella.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But thanks for putting up with me today, man.
Yeah, it's fun. Love that shit.
I am your biggest fan. Kyle McCord, he's a gunslinger. I think he's the best kept secret in this draft. Nobody throws the ball down the field better. I just want to see him do it right here at Gruden's QB school. It's one thing to watch these guys throw on film, but it's another thing to see him throw it live. And I think a couple of these drills are really going to help these guys get better. And if they can get 1% better, man, it makes me feel nicey. I want quickness, man. What kind of quickness do I want?
You want mind,
Arm.
body.
That's right. Hey, one at a time, it's going to come right back at the quarterback. Reach for the ball, cut the flight, time down, pluck it, and tuck it. Right back at us. Bring the ball with you. Love it. Pluck it. Get your ass down there, McCord. Jog it down, Kyle. Here we go. Let's go 10 yards. Nice and ultra high corner. Good. Nice and easy. I don't want to kill anybody. Nice and easy. Beautiful. 10 yards. 10 yards. Stick your right foot in the ground. 10 yards. Stick it. Boom. One more time. Good. Let's jog it down. Here we go. Oh, I got a new hip, man. I got a new hip. I got a new attitude. I got a new quarterback. Got a gunslinger. Outside foot is back. Let's run a slant route. Got to cross that corner's face. Otherwise, we get deep shit.
Ready? What's up?
Very nice. Very nice. Got a cross face.
What's up?
Good. 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 Let's get one in the gun, Kyle.
There we go.
Convert your feet now.
Silver, side.
Very nice. This time, I want you to simulate like it's press coverage. Work his ass. In, out, in.
Silver, side.
Good. Let me feel one more on the outside.
Silver, side.
Okay, good. You pretty lathered up, Kyle.
Yeah,
I just want to feel a little bit of juice on this one, okay?
sure thing.
Same rhythm, but I want to feel a little pepper on this.
Silver, side.
Woo. Good. One more time. There's a little pepper here.
Silver, side.
Very nice. Good. One more time. Last one. A little Brett Favre mustard on it.
Silver, side.
Love it. We're going to throw some quick screens. Here we go. I'm going to flip them a ball. I'm going to call out a name. Left here. Curry. Clay Thompson. Rodman. Is that as quick as you are? Is that as quick as it gets?
I can do a little quicker.
Okay, good. I'm just trying to bust your balls. This is my nature. You know, that's why a lot of people, you know, they don't like me much.
You're an acquired taste. Oh, damn.
Gruden.
It's a late game.
I don't move around as good as I used to. It's a bitch getting old. Here we go. Clay! Lambeer! Curry! Rodman! Very good. That's good. 3 claps if you're with me. Good job, man. Good job. Let's huddle up. I'm going to yell at coverage. He's going to get me to a play. Let's go bunch right.
Yep.
92 duo. A little enthusiasm now. Here we go.
Here we go. We're going to be in the gun here. We're going to go bunch right, 92 duo on 1-on-1. Ready?
It's a total shit show. It's an all-out blitz.
Hey, easy. Chucky, New York. Chucky, New York. Silva, it's hot.
Good. There's one good answer. Let's put the ball at the 50-yard line. We're coming in. Quickly, let's jog it down. Here we go. Let's go, Freddie. Flank right tie. Use a dummy count.
Here we go. It's going to be flank right tie, and then it'll be dummy. Ready? 180. 180. Hot.
It's cover 3. It's 3 deep.
Hey, here we go. We'll go juice. 80 juice. Silva, it's hot.
Let's go, Freddie, again. Get him going on the ball. Flank right tie. Let's go, flank right tie.
Here we go. Dummy. Here we go. 180. 180. Hot.
Fuck, it's man-to-man. Everybody sees it.
Here we go. SWAT. 80 SWAT. Silva, it's hot.
Love it. Love that. Good. Get him again. Go.
Here we go. Freddie.
What's the formation?
Flank right. Go ahead. Dummy. Here we go. 180. 180. Hot.
It's 4 across, 2 deep.
Here we go. Looky. Silva, it's hot.
Woo! I love that. One more time. Go.
Here we go. Freddie. Flank right.
Here we come.
Here we go. Cannon. 356.
Love it. Don't be nervous.
Silva, it's hot.
Slant and go. I love it. Good. Riverside. Here we go. Riverside. Jog it down. Everybody just start lingering around like you're looking for one of the pretty girls in the crowd. Now let's go, Freddie. Flank right. Tie and pick one. Let's go, Kyle.
Here we go. Hey, Freddie. Flank right.
Cover 3. Hell, everybody
Let's
sees
go.
there's a single safety.
80 juice.
12 seconds. 11.
Silva, it's hot.
Love that. Love it. On the ball again.
Here we go. Freddie, flank right. Dummy, hurry.
Split safeties. It's split safeties.
Here we go. We're going looky.
No shit, no.
Looky.
Now they went back to fucking here he come with a blitz. It's an
Hey,
all-out
cannon,
blitz.
356, cannon. Here we go. Silva, it's hot.
Beautiful. Love it. Great shot. Give me 4 wide outs, about 12 yards deep. When I point to you, start clapping your hands. 5 in a hitch, perfect rhythm.
Silva, it's hot.
Very nice. One more time.
Silva, it's hot.
Good. One more time. This time I want you to get knocked off the spot to your right slightly. You with me, Kyle?
Yes, sir.
Little internal pressure problem here.
Here you go. Silva, it's hot.
Get your ass moving. Good. Couple more. Here we go. Let's get bumped off our spot. Let's got to go to our left this time.
Okay, here we go. Silva, it's hot.
Very nice. Good. Where's my running back? You know this guy right here? He doesn't know anybody that runs checkdowns. He refuses to throw them.
Come on.
Now listen.
Our running back at 500 yards. He's hating.
I want you, my friend, to get through the progression.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to move you right or left. And I'd like to see an awkward delivery check down through the forest here.
You can do that.
When I clap my hands, let's get to the
ball
check
out.
down.
Yes,
you got
sir.
me?
Yep. Silva's hot.
This way. Come on. Love that. Love it. One more time. Let's go the other way.
Silva's hot.
This way. Good. Last 2, I want to get a real weird Mount Laurel, New Jersey awkward check down.
All right.
Have a little bit of weirdness in you sometimes. Shit. Come on.
Silva's hot.
This way. Now. Excellent. Where's that Walking Dead hat? Hey, go give that to the quarterback and say, are you Rick Grimes?
Okay.
Ask him.
Yeah, this is my shit right here. Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Where's those colored shirts? Let's go. Just give them all different color shirts. Hurry up. Red, blue,
Oh, snap.
green. Have a little fun here.
Here we go.
Hey, we're having a little scramble drill. So the quicker we get these shirts on, the quicker we can do the drill. Come on, you beauties. Now I'm gonna yell out a color, and he's gonna throw the ball to you. You gotta get 2 feet in.
Silver's hot.
Gotta go get it. Yellow. Nice.
Silver's hot.
Let's go. Red. Woo! Did you get them both in?
He dragged it. That's a touchdown.
I like it, like it.
Silver's hot.
Gotta get him. Blue. Nice.
Silver's hot.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Black. That's a good set right there. Good. I just want the wideouts with Kyle. Give these guys the single receiver hand signals that they need.
So we'll do 3. So if I give you, call this a drift, just a 5-step slant, like a glance route.
Kind of does remind me of Rick Grimes. Kind of ruthless, like. Look at him.
That's an Omaha, just a 4-step out. So it would be like 6 yards. Yeah, tighten down a little bit. And then the last one would be like baseball. So it's a slow go.
Okay.
So sound 3-step slant and go. Yeah, so drift, slow go, Omaha.
Hey, everybody got it?
Yes, sir, we're good. Left side. Silver's hot. Ooh,
Drift.
good catch, yes, sir.
Let's get one over here. Come on now, while you're tired. Let's go Freddie. Let me use a dummy snap count. Let me hear a black cat with a hand signal. Here we go.
Here we go. Hey, dummy. 180. Why they so hot? Hey, easy, black cat. Silver's hot.
Nice. One more time.
180. Why they so hot? Hey, black cap. Silver's hot.
That's a great job with some split logic. Good. Last thing I got. Get those wideouts back with you. I need 3 slot combinations.
Okay.
They don't let us coaches have any meetings, so you got to meet together, get it done yourself.
All right, here
I
we
got to go recruiting. I
Let's
got to
get a
find
huddle.
some new players. That's all I do now is fucking recruit.
All right, the first one, I'm just going to do that. It's going to be pause. So it's going to be a slot fade by number 2 and then number 1 locked hitch.
Fucking NIL recruiting bullshit. I as well let the players run the team.
And then the next one we'll call it Lucy. So number 1, mandatory outside release. And then number 2, you have option route.
Sorry for getting upset. Shit.
We'll go Detroit. So Detroit, it'll be a drift, 5 steps, just like that.
Yeah.
And then number 2 will have a stick. So going 5 yards, sit out, sit. Once I give you my eyes, burst out. Okay, and then Detroit, just gonna be like a basketball.
Look how attentive they are. See it? You get a quarterback that knows what he's doing. When I used to get in the huddle with my receivers, they'd look at me like, shut up. Let's go have a beer. Big difference.
For Detroit.
Yeah. Pause. Lucy.
All right, here we go. You guys with me? I'm gonna start counting down 10 all the way to 0. You better not screw it up. 10,
Here we
9,
go. Detroit.
8,
Detroit.
7,
Detroit.
6, 5.
Silver's hot.
What was that?
Detroit.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. You guys got another one?
Yeah.
7.
Here we go. Hey,
6,
Lucy.
5.
Silver's hot.
I love that. Here we go. 10.
Here we go. Hey, pause. Pause.
No,
pause.
give me another one.
Here we go. Hey, Lucy.
No, one more.
Hey, Detroit.
3,
Detroit.
2,
Detroit.
1.
Silver's hot.
Great job. Let's bring it up, man. Let's bring it up. Let's just get a quick break here. We got Kyle McCord.
Yeah.
What do you got for us? What's a good message for all these young cats?
Shoot. I would say just focus on the process. Don't get caught up in all the social media hype and, where they got you going and, the drafts and stuff like that. Just focus on the process, be a great team player, and then the rest will take care of itself. Just take advantage of every opportunity. Don't look at the big picture and get caught up like, damn, I got to have 1,000 yards this year. Like, no, just focus on every day, just stacking days on top of the other and, just keep relying on each other, lean on each other and, you guys are going to be great. So appreciate you guys for coming out. That's good stuff.
Let's go shred. Let's just shred the shit out. Shred them. Let's go shred on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shred.
All right, let's go. Can we just get those targets last thing from McCord? You guys, wideouts, you guys are done. I don't want to
Yes, sir.
put those targets maybe facing us. However you guys like them.
Sure. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Let's just see from about right here if you can hit it any of those.
Okay.
One more time. Nice.
Middle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you want to go? Middle?
Again.
Middle?
Yep. I love you, man. That's good. Okay. Let's just see. So you think you're hot shit now, don't you? Huh? You think you're such hot shit? This one right here is like you're running a special seam against cover 2. You feel me?
I mean, you can see it on film.
Put top right corner. Top right pocket. Let's get the hell out of here. That's freaking awesome, bro.
I gotta keep going.
Yeah, I love you, brother. Thanks for coming, man.
That was fun.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, Coach. That was good.
You remember anything?
Yeah, I remember a lot. Shit. Take the fucking check down.
I think McCord is a sleeper in this draft. The buzz I hear, he's going up on a lot of people's draft boards. He showed he could manage the game at Ohio State with his good defense. And when he needed to score a lot of points at Syracuse, he wasn't afraid to pull the switch. This guy can really play quarterback, and he's got a lot of arm talent, which is pretty obvious.